Well, good afternoon and welcome to our FA Trophy game against Leamington FC. It's quite a strong team in there. Pearson obviously coming back from injury, but a chance for a couple of players to press in maybe and get across that into the first team.
Yeah, definitely, James. Like you said, it's good to see some of the some rotation and some of the players who haven't had as much game time or played at all this season back in the team or back in the squad, and looks like we'll be in a similar formation to Tuesday.
Today we welcome back, of course, Joe Clark, a player that many fans will be familiar with, the way he played for a contract here, and fans raise money to keep him. The referee makes his final adjustments and we get ready for kick-off. Obviously Leamington coming off the back of a 5-0 win to qualify for this round against St Ives recently. So goals in them, even at National League North level. And Wrexham line up the free kick. Hit long. Yusuf the target, not Thomas this time. Leamington find a little bit of space on his left hand side. Waldron tries to drive down. It's a low shot and Dibble gets his first test. Horsfield digs something out. Oh, Thomas should have done better maybe. Good power on it. Got a good leap against the defender, but couldn't hit it goalwards, but good power. Plenty of communication between the players, Lucy. One of the benefits, I suppose, of COVID and no fans is you can hear a lot of what goes on the pitch. It's interesting here as Yusuf plays a great ball out to Thomas. Thomas looking up, there's not one really there. Dan Jarvis in the middle and plays a good ball. That's the type of ball you want across the face of goal, but unfortunately that's where you want Thomas and Yusuf. Leamington sitting 8th in National League North, and we're just outside the playoffs, so doing quite well. Dan Jarvis, good touch, gets it under control, gets out wide to Jordan Davis. Good first time ball, that's better by Wrexham. Difficult one to get anything on, was behind him, but early balls, nice quick touch. Those two players combining like we've asked for. Down towards the Leamington striker. So Wrexham just got to be a bit aware, but no need to change yet. Although I think Dean can be criticised sometimes for leaving it too late. As here comes Davis, gets a shot away and hits the defender. Should fall Durrell. He should have hit the target with that as Yusuf tries to get something on for it. Offside flag is up, but was better. Davis getting onto the ball, driving forward with purpose. Just got a bit excited with the shot. Durrell will get this one. Horsfield. Rutherford's made a good run if he can find him. Still gone Rutherford. Just behind him and he has to check it, but there's enough space there for Rutherford to do something. Can he take on his man, get some space? Drives inside instead. Yusuf turns and a shot that's probably Wrexham's second best chance, but that was better. Wrexham committed quite a few players forward here. Just have to watch that one if they do lose possession. Good turn. Can he deliver? It's the first man's we can get a second chance. Thomas gets his header on target, but no power on it. We could combine those two headers, the one earlier in the half, then we might be somewhere in business. Good touch over his feet for Durrell, sells the space. Daggers across, has to wait for it though, does Jordan Davis, so has to go back to Carrington. Suddenly there's 3 or 4 over there on that left hand side waiting for Davis and Jarvis, who's shown a bit. Cloworth, respective effort. It's one of the surviving cop barriers. Well, that was a poor choice either way. And there is the half-time whistle as we're underway for the second half. Again, I'd like to thank our match sponsor Stephen and Heather Lloyd, and our ball sponsor A1 Plastics. Dean's been criticised in some columns for and some sections for not using his substitutes early enough in the game to influence, and I can certainly see the frustration sometimes, but I suppose as a manager, if you don't potentially see an impact, as Leamington come quickly, Osborne with a turner's shot, hits the post, and the follow-up is there. Offside is given. It's fortunate for Wrexham. Osborne got a good shot away and came off the post and left Dibble stranded. The follow-up, luckily for Wrexham, was offside. The longer you let teams sit at 0-0 and they get more confident, they'll go forward, and Leamington have had that sort of, hit the post, and it's given them that energy. Wrexham need to find their energy back. Horsfield before driving forward is what we need, but we need to see more of it. Durrell couldn't retain possession. He just has a kick at that. It'll be a yellow card, I'm sure, on Smith, but he manages to find it somehow. It's a good challenge there by Pearson. Gets a foot in. Thankfully, Mayo gets that all wrong. Well, needed that deflection. Dibble had the dive, to be fair. He probably had it covered until he got some elevation, but Mayo should have scored, or certainly had a better opportunity than that. He had room to take the shot.
And there was whoever blocked that then, it was a very good shot, and it needed a very good block.
Well, here's the corner to defend. Rutherford gets away, good shot in, straight at Dibble. He spills it, managed to get it back just before Smith, with his hands on his head, knows that he had a little sniff at that for a second. Well, Dean has made an early substitution, and just over 60-minute mark, Jeffries is on for Rutherford, so a bit of pace. I've certainly seen some promise from him in pre-season, yet to really shine in anger. Has had a few injury issues himself. Ball out wide for Morley to the dangerous Osborne, looking for room for shot, so good challenge. Read well initially, but couldn't bring it on. Osborne again stings the palms of Dibble.
Leamington have definitely started this half as the better team, as we can see that they're lining up a sub ready. But again, Dan Osborne again with another opportunity driving into the box, and like I said, everything is coming through Osborne. Meyer and Waldron as well have been three key players for Leamington, and just look far more like scoring than Wrexham do.
Wrexham really need to try and create some chances in this game. Swing the momentum back in favour. Pearson reads that well, but his touch almost takes her, and he's could be dangerous, that one. Certainly a yellow. I think his touch got away from them. A bit rusty, Pearson, perhaps, because he certainly played the ball into a danger area. The Leamington player was right to go for it. Osborne. Deflection. Wrexham's defence has stood quite well. There's a couple of times we have got that final block in. Here we've scored a couple from this sort of position. Defender gets the... Well, Thomas almost lurking at the far post, but Wrexham will settle for a corner. Delivering to a better area, into near post, crowd of players. Well, referee... There's work cut out for him probably there, because there was a lot of bodies, a shout for handball and a melee of players, but goal kick given. There's a chance for Bickerstaff as Yusuf goes off to perhaps push his name forward in this final 10 minutes, but Durrell. Davis has been well marked. They haven't really managed to get him free. Here's the shot. It's a great shot. Can the follow-up? Oh, it's gone wide. Well, the initial effort was a stinger, but the second shot, well, only needs to hit the target. There's promise but frustration, isn't there, with Wrexham all the time, as we get 4 minutes of added time. Ball force, fortunately for Bickerstaff. Gets through past his player and then defender manages to get it back. I think he was a little surprised at first it got through the defender. Bickerstaff does well, holds off a player, feeds Thomas, still going out wide to Jeffries, and keeper has to parry that over the bar. I suppose he wasn't sure what was coming in behind him, but Wrexham, this is possibly the last roll of the dice. Easily defended. Referee has his whistle to mouth, and that is the full-time whistle. Well, stuttered start, double goes the wrong way. Kwame Thomas will take Wrexham's first. Well, he gets a good hand to it, does Weaver, but enough power. Wrexham levelling after one each. Lane. Well, same corner. Dibble goes the opposite way. What point do you think it becomes psychological of which way the goalkeeper's going? And does the goalkeeper think, right, I've gone left twice, I need to go right, and the players taking the penalty thinking, our team's gone left, and do I go right?
Yeah, I mean, I think penalties are pretty psychological, aren't they? In the sense of, you could hit a really good penalty, but if the keeper goes the right way, they can still save it.
Bickerstaff. Jordan Davis. Confident with that one. And slots that way. Here is former Wrexham man Joe Clark. Hero or villain, I assume.
I feel like Joe Clark is going to blast it either straight up the middle. Definitely it's going high. Definitely.
Well, as we discussed, Dibble chose to go the opposite way, and and Joe Clark did exactly the same. Again, Weaver gets a good hand to it, and Wrexham enough power. Jarvis, 3-3. I don't like penalty shootouts.
I'm not going to comment this time because I got Joe Clark's completely wrong. But the Leamington goalkeeper's gone the right way all 3 times, and he's got his hands to 2 of the 3. So I think you're right, James. There's the commentator's curse about Dibble.
I'm going straight down the middle for this one. Well, got it right, but unfortunately Dibble had gone to his right. Mark Carrington up next for Wrexham. Carrington sends Weaver the wrong way for the first time, and good penalty. Yeah, the referee's whistle echoes a little bit more poignantly in an empty stadium. Well, Morley has also on a few free kick duties. Blast this one. Dibble had gone the right way, but just too far in the corner. Elliot Durrell. Well, becomes a crucial knockout penalty now, because 5 out of 5 for Leamington. Well, calmly. He was dancing around it a little bit, Durrell. I wasn't sure on his run-up, but 5 of 5 after what you'd expect. But we are now into sudden death, I suppose, so Anderson, the substitute. And if he misses, then Wrexham have the chance to take the tie. Well, he's hit the bar. If that hits Dibble and goes away the back in, or spins back in, it still counts, doesn't it? So Dibble making sure he picks that ball up, but that could have easily hit Dibble on the way down. But Wrexham have got the opportunity to progress to the next round, although hopefully if we do get there, we can see some more polished play. And saved. Wow. Horsfield had the chance to put it away. Go into, well, we're still at 5-5.
Yeah, until the last two penalties. I mean, even the Leamington one that he missed was actually well hit, but the first 10 have been very good penalties, whereas the last two, that was quite a poor one from Horsfield, really. I mean, it was low and just straight up the middle, wasn't it? Drilled hard, but again, if we were gone the other way, we'd have been saying it was a very good penalty. So it is that psychological element.
Well, that's not the greatest way to decide a game, but it is interesting. Here's Edwards. And Leamington again ask Wrexham to follow that one up. Jeffries. Well, Jeffries' penalty is saved, and Leamington take the victory and move on into the next round. That's Wrexham out of the trophy and the FA Cup early this season, so just the league to play for. And you can see the Leamington players delighted with that result as the players shake hands.